Hello guys and welcome back for the GPC week 5. First of all, I have to say we're again in this a bit unusual setup for me because due to time scheduling we had to battle late yet again this week. So I hope that this will be put up on Saturday. If not, it will be up early Sunday. So we're here with week 5. We're facing the Zalgyrados Vilnius, coached by Dolce. He is currently 3-1, we're 2-2, so this is a really important game because if we also win, it means we are also at 3-2. We have that connection to the top yet again. If we lose this, we're 2-3 and we're really in the back. So it's really an important match, and I think the matchup, it's quite even. He has threats, I have threats. And yeah, just I will go over the teams quickly, hop in the battle quickly, and yeah, just have some time issues, so it won't be as long as you are used of me. But the teams here on his side, you see the Hariyama, the Stormy, the Talonflame, Cresselia, Zorak, and Salamence. So first of all, I noticed pretty much everything I expected. Hariyama is probably mainly there for the Weavile, because it can take knockoff and ice crashes really well. Stormy just for the hazard removal, and offensive Stormy could be really hurt for my team, and also more of a bulky Stormy could be a hindrance to certain mons. I think not that much the mons I brought, but still could put on some work. Talonflames can be really scary, can be really offensively to wall break my team, but it can also be just like more of the bulky Talonflame, maybe a bulk upset, I don't know. It can be anything. Cresselia could be a calm mindset, could be just a defensive sponge to take hits from my offensive threats, like mainly things like the Kyurem. Zorak can, if it's like a setup Zorak, can really hurt my team quite hard. And also if it's like something like Specs or Ben, it can try to wall break my team. And then Salamence also can be like a live up mixed attacker variant to try to wall break my team, and probably has to be like a Yachi Berry for Weavile, or it's a Scarfer, maybe even a Dragon Dance variant, so it can be a lot of things. But one thing I immediately saw was no Aerodactyl, no Megastelix. Aerodactyl had an okayish matchup versus me, but also Megastelix, and Megastelix also it does kinda check a lot of my mons defensively, but the problem is I can easily with my offensive mons pressure Megastelix really hard, and it would be really hard for him to keep Megastelix healthy and yeah, to try to take on my team. But I was definitely happy to not see this, because it also means if you look at his side, he hasn't any he doesn't have any stealth rockers on his team, so it's really nice because yeah, you can see my offense is the Weavile, the Kyurem, the Thunderous Terrier, so they really appreciate no rocks on the field. So then on my side I have my Mega Aggron. Mega Aggron this time around is a curse set. I thought the curse would be very nice versus him if I could weaken and potentially even kill the Megastelix. Curse had quite a nice matchup versus him. If I look at it now without Megastelix, it definitely has a quite nice matchup. It depends a bit on the Talonflame. If it's like a Taunt variant, it might be a bit annoying, but we will have to see. Donphan is more there as a defensive sponge, was mainly there for the Steelix, also like a soft jab for Talonflame, Stone Edge, Earthquake, the coverage, because I didn't want Talonflame free setup, and then Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks mainly there. Thunderous is Focus Blast and yeah, just Focus Blast and Thunderbolt to hit Steam really hard, and then it's Dual Dance variant this week. Then Clefable is the sponge of the team. It has the Wish Protect and the Moonblast mainly there to just sponge hits from quite a lot of mons like the Stormy, and just Wish Pass to the team to keep it healthy and to pivot like a really great pivot it is this week. Then Weavile is like the breaker. It's just knockoff Ice Shard, Ice Crash hits team, most of the team really hard, except like the Hariyama and the Megastelix, so there we have the low kicks, that's really nice. And then in the back we have this Kyurem, and Kyurem this week is it hasn't got much showtime yet, but this time I thought a Scarf Kyurem could be nice. So it's Scarf Kyurem, just Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Focus Blast. If I needed it for the Mega Aggron, just more of the filler fort move, and then I was thinking, okay, Talonflame might be like a semi-check if it's Pedef, and Cresselia can be annoying for the set, so let me put on Toxic on there, so that may come in handy. You will just see. So that's most of it is that's my team. So we will just hop into the battle. I hope I've turned the music off. Yes. Okay. So here I decided just to lead with Donphan. I want to get up my rocks and pressure. Yeah, to try to keep rocks up as much as possible because it pressures the Talonflame, big threat to my team. It also deals damage to like every one of him, which is always nice. But he leads with what I was thinking. It's just Starmie, and I think, okay, let me go out into Fable. Can take any 2 hits if it's analytic life of Hydro Pump. This might be a bit harder, but I have Wish Protect, so I think after leftovers, after 1 Protect, I might be able to live another one. And the second one is a bit less strong because analytic gets the boost on the switch. But event, you will see what happens. I go out into Fable, and he goes for U-turn, revealing to me, okay, he's the Soul Rock. From this damage, also no boosting item, more special attack investment, it looks to be. Okay, he goes in Talonflame. I'm thinking, okay, let me go out into Donphan, can get up my rocks maybe, or if he just goes for Don, can scare him out with the Stone Edge. But he kinda expects the Mega Aggron to come in and goes out into his Hariyama. So I go out in Donphan. I think, okay, let me just set up my rocks. Hariyama is probably going to switch out, but he reveals to have Power Punch. And I'm thinking, okay, I just need to weaken this thing, and then maybe the thing, especially Thunder Stallion, looks to be a great revenge for this, and also scout what item he is. And he reveals to be leftovers, so that's really nice for me. That means he's not an Assault Vest variant. If Power Punch, didn't really expect it, but it would be annoying for the Thunderous to try to revenge it, because it has enough speed to outspeed my Donphan, and Donphan has a bit of speed, so it probably has enough speed to outspeed the Fable. So here he reveals to have the rest, and I'm just scouting out his moveset, and I'm thinking this Donphan kind of takes down quite nicely. So he has Sleep Talk, so Rest Talk, and last move Heavy Slam. So that means Curum and Thunders are nice revengers, and if I keep Earthquaking, even if Donphan would die, I would always get him around that 35 to 40%. It's around the roll that I'm doing. I'm putting him always in range, even if he rests, because I could move after him. Put him in range of like a Draco Meteor or like the Thunderbolt from the Thunder. So that's really nice. But here he's 38%. He is, I think, burned 1 sleep turn. He goes for Sleep Dog. He, unfortunately for him, gets the rest. It matters a bit on the HP of the Donphan later on. I don't know if it matters that much. I go for Earthquake and I get a crit. So this was a roll. I think with a kind of high roll I would have taken him out also. But yeah, a crit, it was eventually going to happen. He also said it to me, and yeah, it's true. It's still unfortunate for him, but yeah, Hariyama goes down, so that opens also a door for the Weaver, which is really nice. He goes out to a Starmie. I just go out into save out into Fable. It still can be the Zorak, but he reveals the Scald, so he is the Starmie. Looks to be more of a Bulk Starmie. I think I just throw up a Wish. He reveals to a Flash Cannon, but which is really nice. It hits like the Weavile, the Curum, and the Clefable, but it doesn't do much because I'm mostly Spadef. He goes for Rapid Spin as I just go for Moonblast because I want to keep this Clefable healthy. So here he goes for Recover. I'm just scouting out his set, throwing up a Wish again, and I'm thinking, okay, Thunders can come in here quite nicely, because if he switches it goes either Talonflame, but I thought Crash would come in, or he stays in with Starmie, take the Scald, and then get the Wish back. So I go out to the Thunderous as he goes out to Talonflame, which is really nice for me, but also if he is like a choice banded Talonflame with like Flare Blitz, I don't want to risk my Thunderous there, because Thunderous just has can still put in a lot of work. But he also makes a double, so he's probably not like a really offensive set with like the Flare Blitz or something. But he goes out into Cresselia, I go out into Donphan, which was kind of what I was expected to happen here. So I get up my rocks, he toxics me. I think, okay, let me go out into Aggron, and this can be potentially mean I can set up. So here I go for my first curse. As he goes out, no, I just go for a safe Heavy Slam, scouting out the damage, and try. Yeah, he probably doesn't expect a curse now. So he just goes for safe rapid spin, I go for the curse. Here I'm thinking, okay, he might switch because he might have like the taunt or something on Talonflame. So let me just heavy slam. Here he recovers, and it's really nice play of him, because here I'm thinking, okay, he might try to burn me now, not really knowing if I am like sleep talk. And also I thought second curse wouldn't hurt that much, but he goes now into Talonflame, which is really nice play of him. But I think even at +1 he could easily still take a heavy slam, but I haven't revealed my whole move, so I couldn't have been like Stone Edge with this, just curse, not recovery, but he reveals to have Will-O-Wisp. So I'm thinking, okay, that doesn't matter, then okay, that means I can now rest up. But he also has taunt, so that shuts down this set quite nicely. The Willow plus taunt, but that also means he's probably roost and then like something like Brave Bird. So that's really nice for me, for my other mod. So I just go out into Thunders here, try to pressure his team, and also this Thunders takes on the Talonflame quite nicely. So here I'm thinking he's probably going to switch, but nothing really appreciate the Thunderbolt, and I can also scout damage on everything. So I thought, let's play it safe here. And I also taunted, so I can only click an offensive move. So I go for Thunderbolt. He roosted. This still does 46%, so that's quite nice, but it reveals he is indeed Spadef Talonflame. So I Thunderbolt as Cresselia comes in, and here my taunt wears off. So I'm thinking, okay, I can set up a nasty plot here. I don't know if he expects me to be choiced or something, but he moonlights up. And here I'm thinking, okay, there are two things I can do. I can try to set up an agility, then two-shot this Cresselia, meaning I probably take 2 Psychics. I can also go for Thunderbolt, go for another Thunderbolt, and he dies. I take 1 Psychic. This 1 Psychic might mean I'm, with only 1 Psychic, I'm, like, if you look at his team, what he would have as a revenge is the Zoroark, but he's Scarfed Zoroark, so he might, I don't know if he would take me out maybe with Dark Pulse, but that's his free switch to Clefable. But I thought, and I also thought then with quite a lot of health, Thunders can be useful later on in the match. And also with taking 2 Psychics, that would mean I'm in Sucker Punch range from the Zoroark. It looks to be a Scarf Zoroark, but I can never be sure. It can be still any item except like Life Orb or Choice Band, something like that. So I just don't want to be put really low in Sucker Punch KO range, and that way I just kill the Cresselia here with 2 Thunderbolts, as he indeed I think doesn't want to go out into Zoroark, because he doesn't want to lock himself to Dark Pulse most likely, and yeah, I think Dark Pulse should kill, but still. So he goes out into his Starmie. Also from the range it's at, I know it's definitely the real Starmie. So he goes for Scald, as I know I can take it, and I thought, okay, let me just get rid of the Starmie. That means if I go get a Rocks later on, I get Rocks up for sure, and also this opens a bit more of a door for Curum with spamming Ice Beam. And also the same for the Weavile, the ice moves. So now he goes out into the real Zoroark, and I'm thinking, okay, the Fable, if it's really Scuff, can take any 2 hits. Yeah, I'm in Sludge Bomb range, so this was definitely his best play, but I still can take Sludge Bombs quite easily. So I just Wish Up here. He gets here the poison, a bit unfortunate, but I got some hacks earlier on, so it doesn't matter that much. Here I know he's probably going to switch. I thought he might go Talonflame, so I thought, but I still thought, yeah, I kind of want this Clefable as healthy as possible for this Salamence. But due to the poison, I'm now in Iron Tail KO range. So he goes out, so I go out into Donphan, as he unfortunately missed the Iron Tail, but as you will see here, he reveals to be a mixed tap, so that means it would definitely have been revenged by the Weavile or the Curum. He reveals to be mixed. It's probably like a Yachiberry variant, and I just went for a Stone Age. I know it can miss, but yeah, it would definitely put him in Ice Shard KO range, even if he had like a Yachi Berry, something like that. So that was my mindset here. As he reveals to have Dragon Pulse, and I kill him with a Stone Age. So as you see, I live on 22% of health. I don't know if Irontail had done 22%. Probably depends in, I haven't calculated that much if he was more specially offensive or just more. I think he was more specially offensive with Irontail, but I don't know that for sure. Yeah, Donphan takes out Sunlands, really nice, and here he goes out into Talonflame, but it's actually Zorak because it's at 100% of health. Here I'm thinking I can try to switch around, like Kyurem might be able to take 2 Dark Pulses. I don't want to go into Clefable because Clefable, Talonflame deals quite well with it, this, that. So I thought, okay, I think my best course of action is just sacking this Donphan and then go out into Weavile and know, yeah, from all the damage, this is just probably, as he played it, Scarfed. I think I never got the full confirmation, but so it could still surprise me, but I thought this was the best course of action, as he is indeed Scarfed. I take this Dark Pulse quite well, and I just kill him with an Icicle Crash. And here he goes Talonflame. I know he's Spadef Talonflame. I know I can take a Brave Bird and kill him with an Icicle Crash from this range. So luckily, Icicle Crash connects and I win the game 5-0. So that was a really nice game, and it's also was really closer than expected. As he said to me, he shouldn't have set up that early with Hariyama. I kind of agree with him because it was like his win con. Still, I had some nice revenge in the Kyurem and the Thunderous, so that was nice for me. And yeah, we talked after the match a bit with if I would have missed Icicle Crash, he could have potentially won the game, but it would definitely mean Talonflame was quite low. So 2 things I could have done. What I probably would have done was go out into Kyurem. I have that Scarf Toxic, so he probably roosts on my Kyurem as I Toxic him, and from there it will probably be the game of me like slowly trying to get him with the toxic damage to try to kill him with combined with the toxic damage, and like the Mega Aggron only doesn't take that much, and he has to taunt me. For example, the same with Clefable. I know he has to taunt me, so I can Moonblast, just a bit more damage, just a bit more toxic damage. This I have Protect, this, that. I have Thunderous, which he has to try to kill with Brave Bird, because otherwise I can't do too much damage. Same with Kyurem, doesn't do that much to it. So probably all in all, I don't think Talonflame would have won on his own. Due to the toxic, I wouldn't have been able to kill all 5 of my mons. It could have been closer, but fortunately for me, I hit my Icicle Crash and we win 5-0 and we're back in the running, guys. So this was a really nice win for me. 5-0 is also really nice for my differential, and I'm now currently 3-2, and I have found the connection to the top again, and this is really nice and important for me. So then next week, week 6, yeah, I was thinking, okay, 3-2, let's continue the streak, and then we face the one and only Mr. Anthony Zazo, Iron Flash Gaming. Yeah, he's one of my best friends I've met in this community. He's one of the OGs from the PCF still. I've talked to him a lot, and I know I've learned a lot also from him. He is one of the best, if not the best league battler I've ever met and ever seen. He is currently a bit struggling in this league. He recently joined after taking a team that was like, I think the team was at that point in time 0-2. Then he had 2 tough losses. One was like still a close game, but the offense of his opponent was just a bit too hard. The other one, he also said it himself. It was a bit due to himself. He was not the full Anthony Zazo. It wasn't the full package his opponent got. He said it too, and now he has finally picked up a win. So that means he is now back in the winning mood, and also I'm back in the winning mood. And yeah, so it's me versus Anthony again, and I'm really looking forward to it, because most of the time we have great matches. I still think I'm 1-3 first game, something like that in league format, so it's not that great, but we will try our hardest and hopefully definitely have a great game and hopefully win again. So I will see you guys next week, and until then, bye.